Hi guys, this is Faizan. Welcome to the Dubai Property Guide. It's been a long time since I last uploaded my video due to some personal issues, but now I'm going to make sure that we're regularly uploading videos. So this particular video that we're going to discuss today is something which was being demanded by a lot of people, and it is going to be an analysis which we made internally within our company at Aon Intrisel, and I thought that I'll share with you as well as to why Ras Al Khaimah is UAE's next big tourism powerhouse. Now, for those who don't know, Ras Al Khaimah is not in Dubai. It is around 40 minutes to 1 hour from Dubai. Usually takes 1 hour, around 100 kilometers from Dubai, and it over there, Al Marjan Island, which is being developed currently, is the next tourist destination. So throughout this presentation, we're going to see what Ras Al Khaimah government is doing, what are their incentives, what are their plans, what are they currently doing, and what can we predict based on this, what sort of investment opportunities we can predict for Al Marjan Island and Ras Al Khaimah in general. So first of all, what is Ras Al Khaimah's strategic tourism momentum? So Ras Al Khaimah has positioned itself as the UAE's emerging powerhouse. So after Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah is emerging as one of the tourism powerhouse. And that we've seen in the last 6 months, where around 654,000 tourists have visited, which is a 6% year-on-year increase in only the first 6 months. So from January 2024 to 6 months from it, and if you compare it with to 2025, there is a 6% year-on-year increase, along with a 9% surge in tourism revenues, reflecting that the Emirates' growing appeal and robust tourism planning. And this is without Al Marjan Island being fully developed. This is where you have your hotels and resorts over there, and you just have those beachfront properties, and the resort itself, or the Al Marjan Island itself, is still under development, yet there has been this increase. Then they have branded Ras Al Khaimah as a new tourist destination, a global destination, not just for UAE but for other countries as well. And then they're forming a lot of private partnerships with companies like Huawei and Open World, who are investing in Ras Al Khaimah to improve its infrastructure. And of course, when we're talking about UAE, it is fully backed by the government of UAE as well as Ras Al Khaimah to develop it into a global tourism hub. So, as I mentioned earlier, highest ever 6 months arrival. So, Ras Al Khaimah welcomed 654,000 visitors in H1 of 2025, marking a 6% increase year on year and setting a new record for a 6 month period. Number two, now currently there has been an increase in MICE and wedding segment, with the revenues of around 36% increase. So, MICE is meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions, and of course, the wedding revenues as well, where people living in UAE want to have destination weddings, and they would then book something in Ras Al Khaimah and have an event over there. Then the revenues of tourism, as I mentioned earlier, have increased by 9%, and the visitor growth has increased from different countries, and we're going to see from which countries and why has it taken place. So number one, there are now direct flights from Warsaw, Bucharest, Moscow, Prague, and Tashkent, which basically increase Ras Al Khaimah's accessibility to key international markets, especially for tourism. Then Ras Al Khaimah Airport is well connected from new places or new countries like Romania, which has increased in 65% tourism, Poland, where there has been an increase of 56%, Uzbekistan, Uzbeks are forming 47% increase, and Belarus 30% increase. So because it is connected with all of these countries, the tourism from these particular countries has significantly increased within the last year or two. Then the Ras Al Khaimah airport itself is being upgraded right now to accommodate Al Marjan Island once it is fully developed. And then there is an increased exposure to Eastern European as well as European markets. And you know that Europeans would love, they love the waterfront properties, they love adventure sports, they love water sports. So all of these facilities are there currently in Ras Al Khaimah, which is driving this particular growth. And then The flagship developments, and these are only three that we're talking about, but there are around uh, 20 to 25 more projects which are already announced and which are already on sale on Al Marjan Island. So, for example, Fairmont, which is a big brand that has invested, which with around 250 luxury rooms. Then Taj Wellington Mews Al Marjan. Again, Taj is a very big hotel hospitality brand. They have introduced a building by the name of Taj Wellington Mews, which is 336 hotel apartments. Four Seasons is also coming over there with 150 rooms. Along with it, we also have JW Marriott, we have Nikki, we have a lot of other brands as well, hotel brands coming into Al Marjan Island. And why are they coming over there? Because of this. Now, this is something which I'm going to talk about. So, Wynn, for those who don't know, is one of the biggest casinos in Las Vegas. It's one of the biggest brands in gaming. When it comes to Las Vegas, they already have a resort in Macau as well. So, based on these two big destinations, Al Marjan was chosen, and this is the first license of a casino within UAE and in this particular region as well. So, that in itself carries a lot of importance. Now, it is not just the casino that we're talking about. When Al Marjan Island would be a whole destination, a resort which would host events year round. So, although there are only 1500 rooms, which is very less as compared to the demand that is going to be generated, because of number one, the casino, number two, Wynn also hosts UFC. It also hosts a lot of exhibitions and conferences, global conferences. So, this is the kind of resort lifestyle that Wynn is going to give in Al Marjan. So, it is going to be featuring 1542 rooms, around 22 food and beverage venues, theater, a luxury spa, and the region's first gaming area, which is the casino. So, what will it lead to? Expected to lower occupancy ratios, 2.5 to 1.75 and 1.85, and boost annual room nights from 2.4 million to 4.28 million by 2027. So this is the demand that is going to be increased only because of the presence of Wynn Casino, and this is based upon the numbers that were generated by Wynn in Macau and in Las Vegas. Then around 80% of guest rooms are structurally complete. The completion is expected to be in 2027, and the fit outs and the glazings are underway. And then it is only 50 minutes from Dubai. Wynn will elevate RAC status and drive high net worth international tourism. It is something which is ultra luxury, but it is also something which would drive a lot of tourism to Al Marjan Island itself. So, as far as MICE and weddings are concerned, this I've already talked about, that there has been a 36% increase in revenue from this and wedding segments from in H1 2025. These are world class venues and natural settings. The location of Al Marjan Island and of Ras Al Khaimah is very strategic. And then, of course, you have the full government support for all of these exhibitions and conferences as well. So once that is done, because the government is trying to promote Ras Al Khaimah as a destination, you get a lot of support from the government. Uh, Last but not least, currently what Ras Al Khaimah has done is that, and this will give you an idea as to they're doing this right now. So just imagine once Al Marjan Island is completed, it's completely functional. You can well imagine as to the kind of activity that the government would generate. So we've in Ras Al Khaimah there has already been a half marathon where there were around 10,000 participants. Jabal Jazz, which is a mountainous area in Ras Al Khaimah, it hosted what do you call that, a cycling event. The a DP World Golf Championship was also hosted, and then there was a hiking event that was already hosted, that has been already hosted in Ras Al Khaimah. And then what sort of people other than people who are into gaming would be attracted? Number one, Jabal Jazz, which is going to be an adventure destination. Then outdoor experience, for example, you have hiking, mountain biking, rock climbing, which expands Ras Al Khaimah's visitor demographics. The Highlander hiking movement, which is globally renowned event, promotes multi-day trekking and sustainable travel in Ras Al Khaimah's rugged terrain, and then it positions itself. Ras Al Khaimah is trying to position itself as an adventure capital. So all in all, if we conclude Ras Al Khaimah, it's a record-breaking growth trajectory. Tourist arrivals and revenues in 2025 have set all-time highs, and this is up till 2025. Now we're talking about 26 and 27, and this is further going to increase. Then it combines nature, luxury, adventure, cultural access. So Ras Al Khaimah offers a distinct and competitive travel experience because you have all sorts of terrain over there. World-class infrastructure with a pipeline of top-tier hotels, which we've already discussed, and airport upgrades. Ras Al Khaimah is preparing for long-term sustainable visitor growth. And lastly, it is poised for global recognition with initiatives like the Wynn, global sports events, and strategic partnership. Ras Al Khaimah is emerging on the world tourism stage. So the whole point of this exercise or this slideshow was, it's very short. I've made it short purposely. I've rushed through it because I want your questions to come to me directly over WhatsApp, which you can see my details over here. But there is going to be currently Ras Al Khaimah is hosting around 1 million visitors. Even on a conservative estimate, by the time the Wynn Casino is handed over and is started, we're expecting at minimum 100,000 tourists per week. The number of rooms that are going to be that are planned, or that the space that is available on Marjan Island is only 20,000 units. So the demand is 100% going to be there, and the supply is going to be extremely short. So when the demand is there and the supply is short, that is where the investors come in. So if you're looking for short-term rental income, and if you're looking for a destination where you can also come once a year, live with your family, along with an investment which is earning you money throughout the year, Ras Al Khaimah's investment is the place to be. We have a lot of good options over there from very good brands. You can see my WhatsApp details over here. Just ping me and I will definitely help you out with the best option. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them to me.